What's going on, guys? I'm back at it again in here for another video, and in today's video I am in here for my WWE Night of Champions 2013 pay-per-view picks and predictions. And before I get into that, I just wanted to go on a little small rant that has been actually pissing me the fuck off, and I had to state my mind on this and actually be able to talk about it just a little bit before I get into the actual predictions. I was going to do this on a separate video, but I figure since I do have the time for it here, and there really isn't far too much going on for Night of Champions, and as of right now, I just want to be able to state my piece on this, and that is about custom thumbnails. And recently I decided to actually try something new with my pain and gain review, and I understand that it is a little bit annoying to actually post custom thumbnails like that on what I did, but with me personally, you know, if you're gonna be a random disliker and just to dislike it, I would rather you actually not like the video for a certain reason, because nobody has time for that, and it's just really fucking getting old and annoying, and I just don't have the time for it, and I just don't care. So with me, you know, I'm actually giving you the permission, and I'm not exactly yelling at you or anything, but you know, I would recommend and would have you do is just unsubscribe or just not even bother with it. If you don't like something that I actually said and disagree about something, then yeah, that's fine. But you know, I understand now on how annoying it could be with a custom thumbnail, and you know, for that, I am gonna actually be doing my own regular custom thumbnails. I know you can do that, so so there's no any other confusion and everything. So I just don't want the problems with the custom thumbnails, you know, how I did it and everything. I just wanted to try something new, so I just wanted to state my piece on that and just let it go. And you know, I don't have time for the bullshit, honestly, so that's the way I'm gonna end things off with that. So, getting into Night of Champions and everything, it actually seems like it will be a good pay-per-view. I am looking forward for it, and I will most likely order it and, of course, definitely review it. So, starting things off with the pre-show match that we do have, and we have the returning Tag Team Turmoil match, which I think is totally fucking awesome. We haven't seen this literally, not really since 2004, since WrestleMania 20, which is pretty damn crazy, and I always love that tag team turmoil type of match, and we only seen two of them at WrestleMania 20, which was really fucking awesome. So in this one we have the Primetime Players versus the Usos, Tons of Funk, the Real Americans versus 3MB, and that is the Tag Team Turmoil #1 Contenders match. And with this one, honestly, to me, in my personal opinion, it can either go to the Primetime Players or the Usos. It wouldn't really matter to me. You know, if the Real Americans do happen to win, that's fine. 3MB I can care less about, and same thing goes with Tons of Funk. I feel like they can win it at any time, not just, you know, at Night of Champions. So I feel like the team that deserves it the most, either the Usos or as well the Primetime Players. My main pick overall is for the Primetime Players, especially what's been going on too, and even with Darren Young's popularity and how he's becoming more popular. So I think the Primetime Players will walk away the #1 contenders, and as well move on to face the Shield, which either most likely will start the show, or we'll see what happens with that. So for the World Tag Team Championships, it could really go either or with the Shield or the Primetime Players. I kind of do see the Shield actually walking away with the win, and maybe having the Primetime Players maybe win at WWE Battleground for the next pay-per-view for Battleground. So I kind of do see that. So there you have it with that. Then we get into the Divas Championship matchup between AJ Lee, Natalya versus Brie Bella and Naomi. So basically AJ Lee versus the cast of Total Divas, and I like how this has been being able to be portrayed to us, and how it's been well built up. AJ Lee speaking the damn truth and having her own very own pipe bomb like CM Punk does every now and then. So with this one, it wouldn't matter to me if AJ Lee retains. If Natalya gets the win, I would love to have nothing more than have Natty become Divas Champion. I think that would be amazing. Or maybe Naomi, since I am a fan of her too, and I like her wrestling, and I think that would be fine. But overall, I'm most likely going to go with Natty on this one. I think this would be really great to see something different, and maybe have an Natalya and AJ Lee feud going on for the rest of the fall / the winter of 2013, and for the rest of the end of the year, which I think would be pretty awesome. If AJ Lee retains, I wouldn't be pissed about it. I think that would be damn cool there. So it can go either way. So like I said, AJ Lee, Naomi, or Natalia, but most likely I am going with Natty on this one. Then with the next match, we got the World Heavyweight Championship on the line. We got Alberto Del Rio and Rob Van Dam. And this has brought some discussion too with Ricardo Rodriguez, with him being with, no longer with Alberto Del Rio, but now being with Rob Van Dam. And with Ricardo actually being with Rob Van Dam really isn't the same. I stated this off on Twitter. And without him and as well Alberto Del Rio being with one another, I really love how Ricardo actually says Alberto Del Rio's name. When he says it with RVD, doesn't really fit the same, and I'm pretty sure Ricardo will somehow, someway, maybe screw over Rob Van Dam, and this is just me not being a dick or anything, since I know other people have been talking about it and everything, and I can honestly see this a mile away. So I do have a feeling that Ricardo Rodriguez might go with Alberto Del Rio, even though Alberto Del Rio has basically beaten the living shit out of him and took him out for a while, and now he's with Rob Van Dam. So at the same time, I do see Alberto Del Rio retaining the World Heavyweight title. That's who I'm going to go with overall, even though I would love to see Rob Van Dam be able to be World Heavyweight Champion, since he never won that title before, and I think it's something new. I like what he's doing right now, and it's really damn good, like I stated before, that he's back, so I am enjoying that. So there you have it with that. And with the United States Championship, it really isn't noted that it is on the line at this current time. I'm pretty sure it is. Obviously, it's Night of Champions, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose in this one, since they had some altercations before earlier. So I'm surprised they didn't really get that much of a feud going. So either way, without it being that much of a really legit feud, I think it's still going to be awesome. The two of the best that I really enjoy, so it's bound to be some really sick stuff there. And with me, I think Dean Ambrose will most likely retain if Dolph Ziggler does win. I wouldn't be that much against it, and I really do think that, to me personally, he's more of a main eventer. He should be World Heavyweight Champion again. I don't see why he wouldn't be in the main event. Hopefully, we will get to see that sometime soon. So Dean Ambrose is my main pick there. And then we get into CM Punk versus the Intercontinental Champion Curtis Axel and as well Paul Heyman in the handicap elimination match. Surprisingly, this isn't for the IC Championship. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get to see this for the IC Championship somehow, somewhere. Paul Heyman tries to weasel his way out, and he was faking his injury, and we've seen that this past Monday, and how Paul Heyman wasn't really injured, obviously, and just ran like he just won a fucking marathon, which is hilarious as all hell. I really enjoyed that, but you know, to me, I think this is where CM Punk is going to get his revenge, and CM Punk will take out not only Paul Heyman, but Curtis Axel as well. If it's for the IC Championship, then most likely Curtis Axel will retain, but, you know, most likely I do see CM Punk get his revenge on Paul Heyman, without a doubt there. Then we get into the WWE title match between Randy Orton and as well Daniel Bryan, which I cannot wait for. We've seen what these two can really do before, and it's going to be really something awesome, and I really hope to hell that this is going to be Daniel Bryan's moment at Night of Champions, and maybe we'll have Daniel Bryan win the WWE title. I think this is what all this has been built up for. If it doesn't happen, you know, I don't know when Daniel Bryan will get the title, but I think he should get it at Night of Champions just to see how it's going to go. And I've been loving the whole entire feud and the build-up and everything, how Randy Orton and Triple H and now both the heels, and how we have the Corporation 2.0 and everything, which I will most likely talk about in the next upcoming video, which will be my Q&A. I have that definitely planned for Friday, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned. A few questions have been answered, and as well I will definitely be shouting out you guys that were able to send me some questions. I had really a lot of great questions, and I had a fun time answering them, so be on the lookout for that on Friday. And that about does it for me for Night of Champions 2013. My picks and predictions and preview. what are your own picks and predictions? Leave them down below in the comment box or post a video response. It's up to you. So I didn't mean to really go on the rant to you earlier, but it was just something that was really pissing me the fuck off, and I just had to state that then and there. And I don't really have time for all the bullcrap. Like I said, it was getting old, and I just had to lash out on that and put that all to rest. And that about does it for me for this video. Go follow me on Twitter at DavidRivera1989 for the very latest. I will be back on Sunday, and as well before then on Friday for my Q&A and for my review on Sunday. And I don't think there is a pre-show this Sunday. I'm not too sure about that, so stay tuned for Cyberknocker HD on that, and I'm sure he'll probably update us depending on if he has work or not. So I really can't tell you guys for sure on that, but if you're watching Simon, just let me know, and maybe I'll do an update for you as always, and maybe we can get something going for Sunday. But if not, you know, that's fine too. So with that being said, I'm out. Peace.